Welcome, everyone.
Good evening, everyone. Roy is not there. Where's Roy? Yeah, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the podcast night that was. There he is.
He's back.
Welcome to the podcast night that was, that should have been a few weeks back. Nothing has changed. Everything has stayed the same. We're still here. Nate's still here. Roy is here. We've got your pictures. So sit back, relax, join us for the next hour for some chat, some drinks. Don't worry, it's not Spanish beer. It's Barcelona. Catalonian beer. So we're not promoting the Spanish this evening. Yeah. So everyone, just want to introduce two new affiliates and guests tonight. So we've got NosideN8, YouTuber, Instagrammer, Pokemoner. Nate is a huge Pokemon fan, and we'll give Nate a chance in a second to introduce himself. And the Geekyolhog, Roy Rivet.
Welcome in.
Welcome, yes, the comic book guru, the man who has owned many a comic book shop, many a comic book. We were due to have some more guests with us tonight, but unfortunately they've had to drop. But it's no problem. Between the four of us, you should have a very pleasant hour ahead of you.
Yes, so go ahead, guys. Introduce yourself. Let's start with Nate first. Please introduce yourself, mate.
Is that the Snorlax? Yeah,
Yeah.
Love it.
Amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I can kind of, I'm with you there. I don't actually know how old you are, but you know, me and Tom, we were both there in 98, 99, slamming through Pokemon packs. Not really giving a fuck about whether they'd be worth anything in 25
I only
years'
got
time.
sound on Ben and Tom. Interesting.
Oh,
This is not good. It should be coming through because we're getting the levels of the sound.
give us a test, Nate. Roy, give us a test. That's because of that super duper microphone.
Guys, could you hear them there?
Now,
this is concerning. Bear with us, guys, because nothing's changed in regards to. Should be okay. This was working perfect before. Settings. Microphone source is absolutely fine.
what's this?
That's video source.
Oh,
Okay. Not
yeah,
great.
we've got all your levels that are spot on here, and nothing changed from last time.
We can't do a podcast without you guys talking. Volume is high. I mean, I'm on everything.
Yeah, it's
here.
max volume.
is there something that's stopping it?
Maybe people need to turn their volume up. I don't know.
If they could hear us perfect.
What's this one?
That's desktop audio.
What about turning it off and then on again?
I mean, that will be shown. Guys, in the chat, let us know if you can hear that there. Guys, talk.
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear everyone.
It's just desktop audio now. We do apologise if there was a little snag in the system. Chat, heard him there. Perfect. Right, we found a workaround.
Yep.
We found a workaround. Right, sorry about that, guys. Back to it.
Sorry.
Nate, please reintroduce yourself.
Well, the good
People
news
just saw
is,
you standing up, showing your
I
t-shirt
feel
off
like
with no
I feel like I know Nate. I feel like I know Nate really well already.
Yeah, I know. Well, at least nobody heard me fumble over my words a minute ago.
That's it. Yes,
you know, there's always a positive, isn't there?
Say two.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to say it all again now. I'm Nate. I know. Pretend you don't know me. I'm Nate, and everything in my life is Pokemon. From when I was 1, I got a little Pikachu Pokemon drinks, like a little Pikachu drinks bottle, and ever since then, it's just been my life. I mean, I'm 25 now, so sadly I was only just a newborn in '98, so I couldn't live those days. But from like the 2000s onwards, sweet as.
So is that the year that Pokemon hit?
98 is when it dropped, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Because I don't know if I told you guys, when I had the shop at Blue Water, and I only had like a little kiosk size unit, and I was doing comics, action figures, and Pokemon just hit, and obviously all us lot, before it went really mainstream, we had a small window of opportunity here where we could buy them, we could get them from suppliers in Japan or China, wherever they were coming from, and we could bring them over, and we had a small window there. Oh, and it was good times indeed.
Yeah, I heard everyone went mental over it.
Oh, they did, and breaking open boxes and getting the shinies out. I mean, I didn't get it. I didn't. I left it to the managers of the shops to do it. But it was particularly at the Blue Water shop that I think Blue Waters had just opened as a shopping centre, and yeah, it was an awesome thing. It was an awesome thing. So
I remember it.
I can imagine.
I remember it like it was yesterday. You know, we said this on the last podcast.
Yeah.
Our nan would pick us up from school in Barking, and we'd walk past Woolworths on Barking High Street and stop in at Woolworths, and we had a couple of quid pocket money, and we'd buy a Pokemon pack. And I think back then it was like $1.99.
Yeah, it was like a couple of quid.
$1.99 for a pack of cards.
As soon as it went mainstream, then you're done. Like, as a little independent shop, those guys, as soon as they start bringing in container loads of it,
yeah,
you're dead in the water. A bit like listen, I know all you guys are young, but there was a time when Star Wars figures weren't in the big shops before Toys R Us got it, and it was such a collectible thing. I mean,
well,
I know
the Kenner stuff.
The Kenner stuff, but even after that, and it was only from Phantom Menace onwards where it just went mental.
Yeah.
They realised, you know, the licensing, merchandising, it just went properly over the top.
That was Lucasfilm's true art, really, wasn't it? The merchandise.
Yeah.
Georgie boy.
Yeah, we've said this before many a time. Like, the old Star Trek stuff. And I know that there is a huge Trekkie fan base out there, but they're treated poorly in terms of the way that Star Trek and other movies and brands
merchandising is just really
it's shocking.
I mean, the king of merchandising is Disney, and that's why Marvel has such a good collectible line, and loads of really cool things that Marvel bring out. And DC is just lacking in it.
Yeah, big time. Yeah.
And it's Marvel's a shame because I love the DC stuff. I love Batman, but if there's no merchandise out there, then how are you going to continue to run a company when merchandising is, let's face it, 50 to 60% of your profit line
and the rest?
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's become big business. But if you look left and right, and going, and I know I'm going back in the day, but I'm Geekyolhog. So I don't know if either of you remember. Nate certainly wouldn't, but the Warner Brothers store.
Yes.
Yeah, I do remember the Warner Brothers store on Oxford
A
Street.
few of them dotted around. They had the big one at Lakeside is where Primani is now.
Lakeside,
Did they?
Yeah. It was
I don't
two
remember the
stories.
Lakeside one.
It was two.
Been
It was
Lakeside
two
near,
stories.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah, 2 stories of Warner Brothers store. Think about it. Like,
Mad.
all it had was art prints. Why am my hands art prints?
I'll be honest. Warner Brothers, they nailed it back in the day, and then it's dead. The merchandise for the DC stuff is awful.
Well, Warner Brothers want to sell, don't they?
The only person that's actually keeping the merchandise alive for Warner Brothers and DC is McFarlane.
Yes, he's done a great line. That latest line of action figures is awesome.
I think they're brilliant.
Yeah, they're really nice.
My 4-year-old, he saw that we've back at Next Win HQ. He came in one day and he saw that he's obsessed with the Flash and some other characters from DC as well as Star Wars and Marvel and everything. But he saw the Flash McFarlane Toys figure that we've got, and he was like, "Oh, Daddy, that's my favourite." And I'm like, "It's a good toy, and I think I've got to get him one because he'd love it." They're good quality toys.
They are.
And he's the only one keeping them in terms of merch.
He's done an awesome line all the way from the start, even the original movie Maniacs, they called it.
Them.
Like Series 1, which was just like, it was Freddy, Jason, might have been Chucky. But that kind of stuff kept, when I had the shops, it kind of kept it alive because you couldn't rely on selling the brand new comics, only 50p a comic. That ain't going to pay the rent. But when someone's buying an action figure for 8 or 9 quid, 10 quid, you've got decent, or a poster and a t-shirt and what's it. But yeah, you're right. Yeah, DC, I wonder why that is. Why they're so... It's almost like they've got that one-trick pony, which is Batman, and no one's interested in anything else.
It does seem like that. And it is.
They treat Superman dirty though.
Good evening,
Sam.
Sam.
They do, yeah.
They do treat Superman dirty. But we haven't given Roy a platform to introduce himself yet to the viewers.
No.
So, Roy, please, mate.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Introduce yourself.
Yes. Well, so by now everyone knows I'm Geekyolhog. Well, I used to have shops, used to write for Commando war stories back in the comic, the little. So I had some stories published in that. So I've written comics, I've sold comics, read comics, collected comics, and now I waffle. Endlessly on YouTube. Guess what my YouTube channel I talk about?
It's about collectible cards.
Yes.
Lingerie.
No, I wear that whilst I'm talking.
Oh, dear.
No, that's basically my thing. It has been all my life. A bit like what Nate said, where early doors, something, I don't know, it gets under your skin and you're done.
Yeah.
Like for me, it was those early black and white reprint comics. Then the one for me, the double header, as the actress said to the bishop, is the launch of 2000 AD in 1977, and the same year as Star Wars come out.
Yeah.
And I'm 10 years old, and my mind's blown. My mind's blown.
I mean,
it
you're sport of choice there, aren't you?
Everything. It changed everything. Before that, a science fiction film, and then so after Star Wars, and then you start getting your Blade Runners and your Aliens, and on and on and on and on. It just started it. It just launched it. Bosh.
Yeah, Star Wars was the catalyst for science fiction.
I think that's why Star Trek fans might be a little bit sour or bitter about it, because Star Wars really was the mainstream sci-fi thing
Yeah, I mean, you know, I don't know who said it's. I don't know if it was George himself who said it's not science fiction; it's space opera.
It's a space opera, yeah.
And I think he's right. I think something like Blade Runner or Alien.
Yeah, that's
that
sci-fi.
came along afterwards. This is grown-up stuff, you know, like Dune that was just released recently. This is proper grown-up stuff. This isn't farting around with lightsabers and you know. Don't get me wrong, I love it.
I've got thoughts on Dune. I've got strong thoughts on Dune.
Well, hold those thoughts, because I just want to give everyone that's watching an opportunity to let us know if there was something like comics or Pokemon cards or a film or
Lego,
anything that
Lego's a good one.
That kind of captured you at a young age and made you go, "This is me." Like I'm just in love with this one thing, but you know you still got love for everything else.
It grows, doesn't it?
But it was just this one thing. So let us know in the comments if you are feeling the same kind of feelings that the four of us felt when we were all younger.
Yep.
I do want to kind of go back to your thoughts on June, because confession, I've never watched it. I didn't watch part 1, nor did I watch part 2. But I hear that there are these hardcore Dune fans that do not like Star Wars because everything that Star Wars is.
George did take a little bit of Dune. He did take a little bit of Dune, which
he took a little bit of everything.
Yeah, but he refined it.
There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, even like I think there was a point where he said that the old World War II, like Battle of Britain type films, he would use them as templates for the X-wing and TIE fighter battle. There is nothing wrong with that. He took what went before. There is nothing purely original anymore. There's 9 original stories. I don't know what this camera's doing. I'll keep going over that way. Anyway, there's 9 original story tropes. They're all done. Everything at this point in time, every single story, boy meet girl, boy falls out with girl, etc., etc., etc. They're all done. But what George did is, what a wonderful, as the youngsters today call it, a mashup.
Yeah.
That's what he did, and he done it to such a brilliant effect. So, and even when you have shops or when you hang around the shops, you know, like as we all do, us geeky fanboys, it's good. There's no good and bad. There's no right and wrong. You know, a Trekkie arguing with a Star Wars fan, you know, my film is the best. No, my film is the best.
Yeah.
No, it's you know, it's good to have that. You know, why do you love it? You know, like I used to have Doctor Who fans in the shop arguing over who's the best Doctor Who. And like, I'm not a big fan, but I love it. I love the fact that we are talking about the geekiest load of old twaddle in the world, but we love it so much that like we're going, no, it was Tom Baker. No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
You know,
don't.
Great. It's great to do that. So, but getting back to June, what is it you're hearing on the street?
Right, well, I'll tell my views. I'm going to quickly go to the chat because I see a lot of messages. We have Neil, the Kenner Star Wars displays in the Toy Master shops blew my mind. All those vehicles out on display and shelves of all the figures.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
That would blow my mind.
Neil's well known at Next Win, and I know Neil is big into his Star Wars, and I could just imagine that was probably the catalyst for him for sure. Going into a toy shop and just seeing all of these vehicles. Amazing things that, you know. It's one of those things.
I
am going to move along.
Sam Ibrahim said pro wrestling. I mean,
pro wrestling. Yeah, I mean, I was a massive fan of WWF before it changed to WWE. Huge fan. I loved the Stone Cold.
Kane and Undertaker.
Oh, Kane was my favourite.
Yeah.
Kane was my favourite. I loved the Attitude Era.
Yeah.
Grew up with the Attitude Era.
D-Generation X.
Had all the figures. I had all
Is
the
that late
figures.
90s? Late 90s again?
Late
late
90s,
90s,
yeah.
The best time for me for wrestling.
That was another thing that I started bringing over, because the manager I had at the Lakeside shop at the time, he was well into it as well, exactly the same as you, and loving it. And he said, let's get a few bits in. But that was before everyone was doing it.
Right.
And there was a special, you only had to get a box, say a box of 12, get 2 boxes that, and you ain't going to earn you millions, but it was so exciting for people to see these action figures that they can't see anywhere else, or they're seeing them in American magazines. I started bringing over there was 2, I think there was 2 magazines at the time, like the proper one, the licensed, what's it one? But anyway, go on, get on to your chats.
Nate, was you into your wrestling?
No. I am the furthest from wrestling you'll ever get. So.
Swiftly moving on then.
We have
Cat McKay.
Go on, Nate. Go on.
I was just saying, I hold my hand up and say, if you're ever talking about anything that's Star Wars or DC, I'll just be sitting here in silence because I haven't got a foggiest.
I did notice that, so that's why I wanted to get you in.
Cat McKay with X-Men and Batman animated series. Now, I'm going to be honest, that got me into superheroes and comics.
X-Men 92, man. That just
X-Men.
Just
X-Men the animated series.
Was it X-Men 94? Was it 94?
No, it's just X-Men the animated series.
Yeah, but it was in 94, wasn't it?
Oh, I can't remember.
It was in
so
94 or 95.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we grew up with the X-Men show
mid to late 90s.
It was Fox. Was it on Fox?
Yeah.
I believe it was on Fox. So we grew up with watching the X-Men animated series
And the Batman animated series.
And of course,
all of that.
I'm not going to not mention the Spider-Man animated series, which for me was pinnacle.
That was elite.
I would watch that show every time
Confession,
it was on.
I still watch it.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
Now it's on Disney Plus. There's no reason to not watch it.
That was the one that got me into superheroes, comics. I still remember the first comic we bought. I believe, Roy, we talked to you about this. I bought my first ever comic. It was a Spider-Man comic. I believe it was Ultimate Spider-Man in Rodney's. In Barking, and I bought Ultimate Spider-Man, and I loved it. Loved every minute of reading that book. So much so the book was falling apart.
I got Torment when it first came out.
Yes.
Oh, nice. That was McFarlane, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was McFarlane. That was a McFarlane cover. I got the first ever cover, the original cover before it started going silver and platinum and gold.
Oh, yes.
All of that.
Yeah, before they went foil-tastic, man.
Yeah.
The 90s were crazy for comics.
We have Sam Ibrahim with both have a lot of sand. I'm guessing he's talking about Star Wars and Dune. Absolutely, they do. However, what I like about Star Wars is, and I'm going to get to my gripes with Dune, what I like about Star Wars is...
It's on different planets.
They left the sand.
Yeah.
They left it.
They don't anymore, though, do they? Every TV series
they keep going back to it.
Yeah.
Oh, we're back in we can't get out of the desert anymore, can we? It's like, oh my god! When they do an episode on like somewhere else, you think, oh, this is like.
I've got a theory about that, though. I've got a theory about why Star Wars keeps going back to sand. It's because
it's cheap. It's cheap to film, and they haven't got no money.
Yes, exactly that. It is exactly. They haven't got to ask a lot of people. They haven't got to close roads off. They haven't got to. They haven't got to pay masses of expense for sets.
Yeah.
So when you've just got an abundance of sand and dunes and nothing.
Let's all go out the back, lads, and make 8 episodes of crap.
Well, it makes us money, I suppose, doesn't it? So,
yeah.
Sam Ibrahim with a lot of inspiration for the Jedi come from the old Kurosawa samurai films, which are amazing.
Yeah, they do, actually.
Sam, if you haven't had the chance to play Ghost of Tsushima, if you have a PlayStation, grab yourself a copy of Ghost of Tsushima and play that with the Kurosawa filter over it, because that game turns from stunning into masterpiece when you put that Kurosawa filter over it. It is beautiful. And Cat McKay, 92, probably 93.
Yeah, I did think it was 92.
Fox
93.
Kids and the Batman series was the same year, I think. I believe.
Fox Kids, yeah. And Batman animated is still, it still stands up. I mean, the X-Men stuff, I think, looks tired, but the Batman animated adventures, just my pure personal opinion, and I'm a Marvel boy, but that's still some superb stuff.
The fact that they kept going back to Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill, they kept going back to him. It says a lot that they were like, no, these have mastered the role.
Yeah,
we don't want to move on.
Do you know how much Mark Hamill has mastered the role that my 4-year-old watches Scooby-Doo, and obviously Scooby-Doo and Batman are set in the same universe, and Mark Hamill plays in it was quite funny. In one episode, Mark Hamill played the tricks. Did he play? I think he played the trickster.
In the Flash, wasn't it? Played the trickster in the Flash.
He did. He played the trickster in the Flash in live action, the Flash TV series. But he played the trickster in the animated episode with Scooby-Doo and Batman. But before that, he had a Joker mask on, and I'm sitting there chuckling because I know for a fact, just by the voice, that it's Mark Hamill. But then they went all Scooby-Doo and pulled the mask off.
That's it.
Who they thought was the Joker. They pulled the mask off the first bad guy, and it was the Joker. And then Batman said, no, this isn't the Joker. Oh, I think it was with the Flash, actually. This was an episode with the Flash. The Flash said, no, that's not the Joker, and pulled the mask off again, and it's the trickster, but Mark Hamill's still playing the trickster. So they've got him in that universe, and I love everything about that. I'm sitting there chuckling. My wife's going, what are you laughing about? I go, nothing, don't worry.
I haven't got time to explain.
Nate, we're talking about TV series, and I want to get you in, because being a massive Pokemon fan, I know how much that Pokemon series meant to me. That awesome theme tune hits every time. You know, it only came out a year or two after the trading card game was around, and it was a huge hit worldwide. So was that one of the catalysts as well for your love of Pokemon?
Well, yeah. I mean, when I was growing up, obviously I was a few years ahead of time, so I was kind of like, so like Pokemon had been out for a few years till I started, got into it. But like, my brother was the reason why I sat down and decided to. Well, he was the reason why I sat down and watched it, because he was like, you need to watch this, you need to, and I just watched through the whole series. Like, I mean, it makes my day even now. I mean, my little nephew, he's 12 at the moment, and we've just started watching the original Pokemon, and he's mesmerised by it, 'cause he's like, it's so different to the modern day Pokemon, and
it's good to get him in early, Nate.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, well, I've already promised my partner, as soon as we have a kid, I said I'll be sitting him down in a high chair. They can't go nowhere. You're watching it. It'll be religion.
Brainwashed.
Yeah,
I mean, I've done that exact same thing with my kid.
I'm going to do the same if I have a kid when it comes to Arsenal. You're going to watch this and you're going to like it.
One moment, please.
Wow.
Nate's got to go and throw up because you said Arsenal.
Yeah, he's got a little bucket.
Right, so we asked you both if you could bring some things for some show and tell. One or two items. So we'll do some show and tell, and then we'll go on to the shelf talk of people's pictures that they have sent in. And what we're going to do, we're going to get you both to pick out your favourite picture that people have sent in, and they will win a prize for sending.
Cool.
That's what I was waiting. As soon as you said Arsenal, I had to get out my West Ham shirt just to prove a point.
Yeah, well done.
Yes.
Well
You're
done.
an Arsenal fan.
I know, but he's got to go and get his irons
Yeah,
top
but why
hat,
did you
hasn't
do
he?
that? You're an Arsenal fan. That's
because-
crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, well done, Nathan.
Going to change everyone now. That's it.
No, never. North London is red forever. So you two are going to pick out your favourite picture of people that have sent them in.
Yeah.
And they will win a prize that corresponds to what you both stand for. Roy, you're a comic nerd and geek and fan, so your favourite picture will win a comic that has been given to us. We did buy it, but it's an original series written by a friend of ours, Rich Watkin, who runs Friendly Neighbourhood Comics, or is an admin on Friendly Neighbourhood Comics on Facebook. His group have put together an original comic series.
It looks amazing, by the way.
What's this on Kickstarter or?
It was
Kickstarter.
Yeah.
They're still publishing or?
I think it was Bear Max who did the publishing.
Okay.
But, it was on Kickstarter, and this is number 5 in the series, and it's we got the foil homage cover, and it's an homage of Avengers 57. Yep.
Oh,
so
wicked.
it's a pretty cool comic, and Rich has signed it. So
Excellent.
nice little free gift for your winner, Roy.
And hopefully it will get them into indie comics.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, nice.
And Nate, your winner is going to win a pack of Lost Origins.
Fair enough. Decent set.
Yeah. So, if we'll start with the show and tell first. Roy, have you got what have you bought to show everyone your
I just thought this was really interesting because I hadn't done this before with you guys, but I had a chat with you and you said, and I did mention this comic, and you said about things that are signed. People love all that now, and I do. But sorry, forgive me. 2 minutes preamble. But I like the personal. I like the personal stuff. You know, when you're a fan of X, Y, and Z, and you meet them, and you don't get it signed because you want to sell it on eBay. You get it signed because you get sign it to. They go sign it to and you go, oh no, just put like best wishes so you can sell it on. No, sign it to me. Sign it to Roy. But so I do like the personals. But anyway, as a one-off. So I'm a big fan of Frank Cho, and he went through a phase of doing Spider-Man covers, and he got into a lot of trouble on social media. Check it out. Frank Cho.
Is that Mary Jane pulling her trousers up?
That is Mary Jane. Her hips are too big. Look, she's had too many bran flakes. It was like he made a joke of it. Because Frank Cho, the artist, draws voluptuous. Well, he's the exact opposite to J. Scott Campbell, who draws these skinny little stick women, beautiful. But he draws the skinny little. He does a load of Spider-Man covers, and they're cool. He's a great artist, and I'm a fan of his. But Frank Cho, he really waded in, and I love this. And obviously, this is a virgin cover, and this is a full sketch.
And he's put remarks and quotes and everything.
That's it, yeah, and that's a one-off. That's an original.
Yeah, that's amazing.
And has he put your name on it?
No, he didn't. He just done that because what this was, these were more of commissions.
Right.
He did do when I had the shops. I'm gonna have to get up. Luckily, I put a pair of shorts on, so you're all right. It is hot, but no, just related to that. This is the stuff I love. So when I had the shops, so this is the same artist, Frank Cho. Look, 2001. But Into the Void was the name of my shop. So he's put to all the monkey boys Into the Void, all the very best. And this pig character in a comic called Liberty Meadows. That was his little saying, chicks dig me.
Right.
But that's 23 years old. I met him at a convention. I asked him, that's just a comic board.
Oh, that's just a backboard.
That's just a backboard.
Okay.
And I've just blue tacked it up in my studio because I love it. I just love it. And there's nothing I can ever do with that unless someone is really into Frank Cho so much. I mean, and he has done a lot of Marvel. He's done a lot of DC variant Harley Quinn covers.
Right.
So I don't know whether your audience knows him or not.
If we're talking about some of those Harley Quinn covers that are quite risque,
yes, that'll be him.
yeah, I know of the sort. My daughter pulled one out in the comic book in New Dawn once. She went, "Dad, can I have this?" I went, "Nope."
No. Oh,
I always have to look at the age on them as well, because
that's it.
Yeah, you got to be careful. Nate,
but that's my show and tell, guys.
No, I really like
that's
that.
Amazing,
that's quality. And what I will do, if you didn't have a chance to send in your photographs, viewers, let us know in the comments and let us know your favourite thing, and maybe send a photograph in next time.
Yep.
And you will feature on the Shelf Talk. Nate, have you got anything to show us?
I do, yes. But I might need a quick minute just to get it down because it's like at the top.
No problem.
First things first.
I can show you one of my favourite things that I've got.
No, we didn't say show us an Arsenal. We didn't say show us a football shirt. So
no, that's the wrong live show, Nate. Wrong live show. No sports. It's all nerdy here. We don't play sports.
Get this one.
Now, it's nothing kind of. It's something anyone can own because it was obviously massively sold. But it is my 25th anniversary Pikachu Funko Pop.
Nice.
And the reason why is because of the amount of effort I went through from getting this. Because everywhere I went, sold out everywhere.
Wow.
And this one day I was very lucky. I went to a Comic-Con and someone had it on there for it was like £300. I was like, I'm not paying that for a Funko Pop. And so I decided to query it and say, see if I can get it a little bit cheaper. So I said, "Oh, will you take £50 for it?" And they just said, "Yeah." I was like, "Oh,
well,
okay, cool."
Is that a limited edition? Is that limited edition, Nate?
Well, I would call it. I don't know if it's considered limited, but it was only out for about a month or so throughout the 25th anniversary celebration.
Oh, right, okay.
So.
Oh, nice.
It's just nice to have, you know, because it's something that, you know, further down the road you'll never be able to find it again. So
No, exactly. Yeah,
that's the thing with limited edition things.
There is those things that you either wish you could have, or they're available, but they're not within physical grasp. And I've got to commend you, mate, because you've got some big bollocks, proper lowballing him with 50 quid.
Yeah.
Well, to be honest, I was joking about it. I just went, "Oh, we take 50 quid for it," you know, just as a joke. And he went, "Yeah, sure, right, okay." I mean, I was joking, but I'll take it.
do you tend to find that at Comic-Cons the prices of what people are selling are just astronomically overinflated?
Yeah, definitely. Like, I mean, you look at some Pokemon cards which are worth like, you know, you go on eBay, you're looking at like maybe like a couple of quid, and then you go to a Comic-Con, it's like £5, £6, £7, £8, and it's like, why are you increasing the prices that much just because you're at Comic-Con? And it's like taking advantage of people kind of in the moment.
I think
you know,
they are just chancing it though, aren't they? They're just chancing it, thinking some idiot might come along and say, "I'll have that off you for £8."
Yeah, I mean, I sort of understand it in a sense as well because they have to pay like a fee to have
you're paying a premium for
a store.
For being there.
So I can sort of understand. It's sort of like if you buy a Pokemon card online compared to you buy it in a physical shop, it's, you know, there is a bit of a difference in price because obviously they have more business costs. So it makes sense. But when you're like tripling the price of a card just because you're at Comic-Con, that's a little bit out of order if you ask me. But
no, we agree. We don't understand it. Obviously, when we had our stand, we're a completely different kettle of fish. But when we had our stand at Comic-Con, we didn't increase our prices. If anything, we're giving people more discount. We do promotional discounts at Comic-Con where the ticket price from every other day of the week up until Comic-Con stays the same, and then on Comic-Con it's the same, but you know, obviously if you spend a certain amount you'll get more discount, and then more discount and more discount. We're just trying to give people an incentive, you know, and almost thank them, you know, for stopping off at the stand. And that's exactly what happened with you, Nate.
Well, yeah,
and it paid
exactly.
Off.
That's how we met.
It paid off
Well, yeah, it did pay off. You know, with my Elite Trainer box of Paladin of Fates and the Twilight Masquerade packs, which I got bugger all in. But
And the evolutions.
and the evolutions pack.
And the
only a couple
evolutions,
of days after that, and then your brother had a result.
well, yeah. Am I all right to say that now? I'm assuming that's all been announced.
Yeah. I mean, we got announced on the stream.
Oh yeah, it was, wasn't it? The donut. Yeah, no, honestly, like he was well buzzing about that base pack, and we haven't actually sent it off for grading yet, but it's still in that hard case that we put in. It's not left that case since we picked it up. So yeah, it's I'm looking forward to getting that one graded.
I mean, fair play for opening it.
Not opening it.
Oh yeah, you're not opening it. No, you didn't.
No,
open it, did you?
No. We're leaving it in the.
Yeah, you're getting the
we
pack
put it in
graded.
One of those.
Yeah. Sorry, my
Definitely,
bad.
yeah.
So
no, that's all right.
There he is.
Speak of the devil, and he shall appear.
Oh, hello.
So, Dave.
Oh,
before Dave goes anywhere, he
Before
probably
Dave
want to hear
goes
this anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, but the person who won the base pack main prize opened the pack, and it was a heavy.
The base pack.
Wow.
It was a heavy pack. The person who opened it was a base pack. They opened it. The person who won the main prize, they opened it. And what was that?
It had nothing in it.
It had nothing in it. Now do you see why we're not opening ours?
Yeah,
we're not taking that risk, because if we had the booster box in front of us, then maybe. But you know, here it is, by the way, just for anyone wondering.
Look at that, 1998.
Yeah, have some of that. And
So
it's not
this
left
is-
this case
so-
since we picked it up. So
So is this the original? So when I had the shops and I'm telling you I was bringing them in, are we talking about these are the original packs of Pokemon, Nate?
That was the unlimited set. So the first set was considered first print.
Yeah.
That is first print.
No, that is the unlimited.
Is that got a square Wizards of the Coast box?
no.
Or
Wait,
is
what do you mean?
Is the Wizards
So
of the
are
Coast
they-
On the back are you talking about? That hold on,
Yeah,
let's
that's
see if I
first
can get
print.
a close up.
Yeah, no.
So are
first
the
print.
individual cards? I mean, this is a question for all three of you, really. So those cards. I mean, I used to have an album at the front of by the till, a Pokemon. What's it? With all, because I would break open the boxes. I would get the boxes in from Japan, wherever they were coming from, and I would break them open, and me and the managers would take them all out, and we would sort them all into the. We would go from like 50p to, the ultimate shiny. That's as much as I know. You get shiny. I'm not into it at all, so you've got to tell me. But do you know what? Because I can remember getting in the albums, the Pokemon albums. All it was a ring binder, but with Pokemon on it.
Yeah.
But I got them in, and it was like I couldn't get enough. Anyway, I had a whole ring binder for my son. So I'm putting him in front of Batman Animated that we spoke about earlier on. And I got him a collection of Pokemon cards, every one, from the first run when I had the shop. So as I was breaking open all these boxes, not every one of them's rare. I'm not saying I had a whole rare album. But a few years later, it seemed that nobody was interested in Pokemon anymore.
It did die off.
You just couldn't get rid of them. You couldn't sell the album.
Yeah, so I
the
can
whole
understand
complete.
what Roy's
So
talking about.
No, I'm just going to clarify this because Ben doesn't know. That is the unlimited set. It isn't first print because first print is shadowless. Right?
Yeah.
First print is shadowless. That's why they're worth so much money because it's the first print. That's how you can tell it's the first print. That is the unlimited set. So that come out after the first print. It's still in the 90s. It's still 98, 97, 98.
No, it was 99.
99.
Sorry, it was 99.
So
98 was shadowless.
yeah, so they done shadowless. Now, Roy, the reason why I think it went like gangbusters to begin with was because it was first print.
Yeah.
Right? Anything first print is worth so much money. We know this because of Lorcana. We know this because of Star Wars Unlimited. First print of anything tends to go up in value. When they keep reprinting them, now don't get me wrong, Unlimited has gone up in value because of the age. But say if you had a Charizard shiny from Unlimited, which is the exact same as the first print, However, first print doesn't have a shadow around its border.
Right.
Shadowless will sell for about 22 to 30 grand. And this is graded. If it's graded PSA 10,
22 grand, did you just say?
Yeah, for a card.
Yeah, there's only two PSA. There's only two PSA 10 Charizards in the world. Logan.
Oh right. Oh, it's that rare. Because what I'm thinking of, do you know what, guys? I'm thinking about this album I had that I made up for me kid, made up for me boy, and like I say, as he was growing up and he lost interest, you couldn't. As a collector of comics, I know there's a value to this stuff. So you look around and you think, oh, have these like gained in price? But I've got to admit, I think from what you guys are saying, I should have kept that album, shouldn't I?
Yeah, well, Nate will tell you.
But of all those original
anything shadowless,
it would have all been that.
Anything shadowless, worth so much money.
Well, you'd if that was your reaction at 22 grand, just wait till I tell you. If it's so, you grade it with because I don't know how much you know, kind of in terms of grading and stuff like that. But so the main grading company is PSA. Now,
Right.
if you got a 10, which is the highest possible grade you can get, the last sold card was £241,500. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm just literally just looking at it now on the price chart, and it's like I'm looking at first edition, and so, like even non-hollow Tentacruel, for example. It's not hollow. It's nothing special. It's just a standard card. Not even rare.
All these names that you're throwing out now is taking me right back. It's taking me right back to when you'd have customers. I mean, I had one customer. Every Friday, this woman would come in with her daughter, and she had you could tell, you know, had the nice bit of jewellery on and all that, had a bit of dough and all that. And she would treat her daughter to anything up to 100 quid. And they'd go through the album, only a little girl.
Oh, well, she was my mum.
Her little, her little, you know, but what could I say?
How much
Well,
is that tentacle worth?
Go on then, how much for the Tentacruel?
So
Tentacruel or Tentacle?
Tentacruel.
Okay, cool.
Wait, I think it's Tentacruel. Well, no, that's that is fossil. Never mind, ignore me. Let's just say Gengar, just as an example. Let's do Gengar, just as an
These
example.
names.
So Dark Gengar, that's from Neo, obviously, but a PSA 10. Oh no, that's not it either.
So
I'm losing this
PSA is the comic book equivalent of, or the card equivalent of CGC.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they are.
yeah. Well,
but-
you can grade cards with CG. You can grade cards with CGC as well. So
Yeah, but in
Well,
terms
that's
of
where
cards,
They don't have the same. So cards have the same thing. So PSA before Pokemon were doing baseball cards. That's how they
That's
got
it.
their
Well,
name.
that's where the technology come from. I mean, when they started doing comics, that's when I started thinking, oh God, like it was designed for a baseball card. One side, flip it over. There's the other side. I can see both sides.
yeah.
50-page comic.
See, I treat
Not
slabs.
so much.
I treat slabs as art. So I knew this comic wasn't going to be worth anything. Not that one. I knew this comic wasn't going to be worth anything. It's not a big comic. It's not a first appearance of anyone. But I love the cover, and the only way I'm going to show off the cover is by slabbing it, because then I can treat it like art.
Right,
And
go on.
I mean, the sun is
Oh, the
so
glare on it. I can't see anything.
bends in the way. So it is.
Oh, right, maximum clonage.
Yeah, maximum clonage.
Nice.
And I loved it because it's got Ben Riley
Yeah,
just down
Nice.
there.
Yeah.
And I
Oh, that's wicked.
love Ben Riley Spider-Man.
right. Yeah,
Right.
so you get it done. I mean, I'm over it. I mean, I did have a moment with, I had a moment with, over the course of my collecting experience, I had a moment with variants, I had a moment with slabs, but at the end of the day, if you're collecting and you just collect comic books that are slabbed, like you for the cover, for the artist, for you want a load of 9.8s or you want key issues, you know, if you're enjoying yourself, then go for it.
That's
actually,
that's kind of what it's all about. That's the reason why we are collectors, why we do what we do, because at the end of the day, we're enjoying ourselves.
We did.
Yeah, that's it.
We did have someone when we put up the Spider-Man competition for ASM #1. We had someone say, "What a waste! It's slabbed. It's a comic book. It's meant for reading." Where, in my opinion of that,
you want to preserve it.
It's preserved.
That's historical.
It's now preserved, because if you don't do that, I mean, if you want to read it, you can. But you can read
buy a facsimile.
You can buy the facsimile.
Yes, there's plenty of reprints.
digital.
I've probably got a reprint. of it up there.
Yeah, and they reprinted it.
Probably the first 6 or 7 issues.
Don't they reprint? They reprint everything every 5 years anyway.
I think they do.
They churn them out. The only thing for me is, personally, is I would have at least wanted to have it in my hands, as the actress said to the bishop, at least once.
Oh, what the original?
And then I get it slabbed.
Right.
Yeah, that's the thing.
For me, just for me personally, like there's a few Avengers, really, really early ones. I mean, they're not really any grade worth getting done, that I bought off of Jamie at New Dawn Comics, but they're the oldest Avengers. What have I got there on my neck? Is that a bit of rice? Have I had a bit of rice hanging off my neck all this time?
I don't know, mate. I didn't see it. I couldn't even see it.
You could have told me.
But now the whole world knows you've been. Now the whole world knows you've had a bit of rice because you pointed it out.
Has it come up on the feed? What's that bit of rice doing on his neck? Anyway, I digress.
No, it's not rice. It's just cotton, isn't it? It's just a bit of loose cotton, isn't it, Roy?
That's the one. Don't worry,
I've got you, mate.
Getting those early 60s Avengers, and they're not in the best grade, but it's done me a good price. As long as they're solid, I love it. I just love getting that old shit. I do. I love it.
It's the same sort of thing with Pokemon cards, isn't it? Like, people get like, I think they get all overexcited over a piece of cardboard, but it means so much more than that. It's the same sort of thing, isn't it?
Yeah, of course it is. It's exactly the same. And it is that passion for collecting. Doesn't matter whether it's cards. I mean, I've kind of gone like that over the years to action figures and trading cards. Do you remember the trading card boom? You probably don't. You guys are probably too young, a bit too young.
The trading card boom was in... I thought you were talking about Pokemon. So sorry.
No. So alongside, as Pokemon was coming out, trading cards would have been like the comic. DC would have done a series of trading cards.
Right.
All the DC characters, and Marvel would have done all of their lot.
We were there because it was Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Digimon.
No, this is.
We're talking before that.
Oh, before that.
There must have been.
Yeah, I'm
Tops
talking
or
separate.
something.
It must have been a Tops one. But yeah, in the early 2000s,
Tops,
it was. In the early 2000s, it was
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Digimon.
Yeah.
Digimon's gone.
No, it isn't.
Isn't it?
No, Digimon's still alive and well in Japan.
Oh, in Japan. Okay.
Is it? I mean, Yu-Gi-Oh didn't seem to take off as much as, just for me, from the shop perspective.
It did.
Oh,
Yu-Gi-Oh didn't do anywhere near Pokemon.
I would have been your main buyer. I bought so much Yu-Gi-Oh.
I think it was just having the right people in the right collectors in that area, because that's what it is. Because Yu-Gi-Oh is such a big thing.
He had all the dragons.
I'm annoyed
with all the eyes.
I had Blue Eyes White Dragon. I had Red Eyes Black Dragon. I had the card, the god that you had to put all 6 cards together. I had Dark Sorcerer, which now is like really sought after. The first Dark Sorcerer first print. I had first print Yu-Gi-Oh. Gone. First print Blue Eyes White Dragon would have sold. I mean, gang, I don't even want to think about it. Stop, because it hurts.
Yeah, stop. You'll make us all cry.
Yeah. Right, we're going to go off. We're going to go on to the shelf talk. Just say good evening to Steph. Hello, Steph. Going back quickly, Sam Ibrahim said that he's got the collector's edition of Ghost of Tsushima, and he said it's beautiful.
It is beautiful. Before we do shelf talk, let's quickly go over the website, guys. Talk a bit of shop. So,
to be the only shop we talk.
Because it's now turned. Well, we're 1 minute, so that's perfect.
No, we're not. We're still got a couple of minutes.
No, I'm waiting for it to show up.
Why?
Right.
It would have shown up.
Would it? Oh, okay. Amazing Spider-Man #1. Of course, guys, you can grab yourself a £15,000 plus comic. If you haven't bought your tickets yet, go and grab them. It will go live when we reach 4,000 tickets sold.
Good evening, Peter.
Of course,
ending next Thursday. My personal comic, one of my favourite ever covers from the Wolverine series, along with the patch cover and a few other ones.
And it is to celebrate.
It is to commemorate, celebrate, and welcome Deadpool Wolverine. Well, Deadpool and Wolverine next Thursday. It ends next Thursday. The film comes out at midnight in certain cinemas, maybe in a cinema near you. Me and Tom, we're too old for that shit now. We can't do midnight releases. We can't do it.
Can't do it no
Can't do
more,
it. We did Star Wars, the sequels a few years ago when they came out, and when you're getting home at 3:30 in the morning.
Endgame was my last one.
Oh yeah, Endgame.
Yeah, that was mine.
Yeah,
that was mine.
Endgame was my last
That's the last midnight one I did. Yeah.
If they do a midnight showing for Secret Wars, I'll be going to that.
Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, I'll do that. That's worth saying I'm too old for this shit.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for Doom.
Have you ever done the all nighters?
Yeah.
I've done the Lord of the Rings with my son. I've done
You did the Lord of the Rings one.
Special editions at Prince Charles Cinema in London. You get up there for about 7-8 o'clock, and you watch those 3 films all night, and you come out Sunday morning, and it's daylight.
Oh my God!
And you're blinking. You come out blinking into the light.
No.
I would have fallen asleep.
I would have fallen asleep.
You do. You have a little. The thing is, you do have a little nap, but you don't sleep. But you do kind of nod off the talky bits. You kind of have a little nap, and then you wake up. There's a big battle, and this is good, and then you kind of drift off a little bit. But yeah, it's just Anyway, go on, crack on, lads.
Yeah, so Deadpool Wolverine out next week. I don't need to promote that film. I need to promote our competition.
Yes.
This is signed by Adam Kubert and Larry Hama, the artist and the writer of the comic. It's on a custom label as well, one of which I think is actually retiring soon. Custom Wolverine label. So lovely comic there, beautiful comic.
So many instants still available for that, guys.
Loads of instants available.
I think almost all of the instant wins are available on that one.
And there is a raw copy of New Mutants 98, which, if you know your comics, that is the first appearance of Deadpool. So there is a raw original first print copy of that as an instant win. So
that's a great prize, guys.
Yeah, great prize on that one. Get hunting on that. Nate, one for you and your fans. Double win.
There we go.
Double win.
Yep.
Double win makes a comeback and it ends next week. You can win a Pokemon, a pack of Pokemon Fossil or Jungle. But either way, both of those packs are going to get one next Thursday.
Yep, and they can be 2 different winners, guys.
They can be the same winner.
They can be the same winner, but they can also be 2 different winners. So grab your tickets whilst you can.
You've got a double chance on that.
Double chance on that one, guys.
Loads of instant wins. Some awesome older packs. We've got the Sun and Moon on there. Was there Sun and Moon
We've got
packs?
Sun and Moon packs on there.
Yeah, there is some Sun and Moon packs on there. There's some awesome ETBs and some mystery Pokemon Funko Pops.
There we go.
Moving on.
The Asajj Ventress lightsaber hilts. This is the limited edition Disney Store lightsaber hilts. They were only available in the parks. They released it for a very limited time online.
I just need to make you all aware that I didn't realise how big this display box was.
It's stunning. And guys, it's not just the lightsabers you get in the display box. When you open it up, it's beautiful.
It's like...
If you are a Clone Wars fan, if you're a lightsaber fan, if you are a Star Wars fan, if you're a Sith fan, if you're a Night Sister fan, you will love these lightsabers.
If you're a separatist
fan.
If you're a separatist fan.
She's everything. Sith, separatist, Night Sister, you name it. Oh, and Bounty Hunter now.
Yeah.
Bounty Hunter now.
And now, actually, is she a bounty hunter
now?
Yeah,
she's a bounty hunter.
Yeah, she is. Yeah, bounty hunter.
So
she's whatever she wants to be. Good old Asajj Ventress.
Grab those lightsabers. There is still so many opportunities to win, guys. Only 33% sold. And let's not forget, Star Wars Unlimited Shadow of the Galaxy #1. This is a very special draw for us because it is very, very, very low amount of tickets. There's only 50 tickets available for that. So if you grab your ticket, you will get a 1 in 50 chance to win a booster box, including the starter deck. There is chase cards in there, guys, worth £500-600.
Oh, and the rest,
Yeah.
Me and Tom bought a box last week. We split it. We didn't get any of the showcase cards. That's what we're looking for. That is what you're looking for if you win it. We did get a couple of really nice cards worth £100.
I just want to stress as well, it's not like Lorcana. There is other cards in there that are worth so much money. It's not just the showcase you're after. You're after foil hyperspeed. Hyperspace, sorry. Which you can get in this box. So you could be on to an absolute winner.
Yep, and it's a wicked little bundle. Either if you want to get into the game and rip through a load of packs, or if you're looking to take that sealed booster box, not like Lorcana, it's actually sealed with cellophane, and vault it. Stick it aside. You can head over to our friends at Grailguard, go and buy yourself a box, stick it in it, leave it for 25 years, and welcome to collectible investments.
Exactly.
That's it. The pension fund.
Live now. It's now live.
So
and
again,
we've already sold some tickets.
Again, it is a very low amount of tickets. I believe there's only 30 tickets.
There isn't a lot of tickets.
There's only 30 tickets for the Lego Jaws set. Guys, if you've not seen it, have a look at this amazing set. There's a 1 in 30 chance of winning the Lego Jaws set. They're £10 a ticket. Grab your tickets while you can, and you could be in for a chance to win this incredible pop culture icon.
A little bit on this set. This set was created by someone who has won twice now the Lego Ideas competitions. He's won twice. The first idea that he entered into the Lego Ideas competition was also a Spielberg film, and it was the Jurassic Park T-Rex car broken through the wires scene.
He loves those Spielbergs.
And he's done another smash it out the park Spielberg scene, one of the most iconic scenes of movie history from the 70s. And yeah, you're going to need a Lego boat, guys.
And that is everything, guys. We have covered shop and talked shop with you. Thank you so much for bearing with us on that. Grab your tickets.
It's for Shelf Talk. It's for the Shelf Show.
It's for Shelf.
Let's see your photos and see
Shelf
who...
Talk.
Real quick before we start, I was going to say, let's not talk about the fact that I just did another 5 tickets and didn't win anything.
Oh,
anyway.
No. Oh.
It's fine, mate. I've lost track how many
but that's
tickets.
another 5 tickets that you've got to...
Yeah.
Yeah? All right. It's not...
Yeah.
You're not necessarily playing for the instance.
No, he wants the
exactly.
instance. Yeah,
he wants the instance. Okay, so first up, we had quite a few photos sent in for the previous night that was not, and we've had some more sent in. So
we're going to introduce Jasmine's first. These are a couple of images of Jasmine shelves. As you can see here, we've got a mix. I believe this is...
We've got some Funkos.
Yeah, we've got Funkos.
Are they the die-cast Funkos up the top?
They do look like them, actually, yeah. I believe there's cell footage there as well.
Is that Planet Hulk at the top as well?
That is Hulk from Thor.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, that is Hulk from Thor.
Yeah, look, she's got an amazing fantasy Funko comic cover up there.
Loving the Loungefly bags. I am actually a huge advocate for Loungefly. I love them.
That's definitely a comic corner.
That is a Marvel corner.
Yeah, that is a Marvel corner.
That is a Marvel corner.
Oh,
I believe there's a Batman in there. Actually.
Yeah, there is, and there's an X-wing.
Yes. Of course, we got closer photos actually. So here we go. We actually have a Star Wars shelf. I love Jasmine. I love the Pringles.
Yeah, the Pringles are class.
What do you guys think? Do you like what you see in there with the little Pringles?
I can't see it. I can't see it.
Oh, you can't see it.
You can't see that.
No.
Oh, it's not showing our screen. Can you grab onto a phone at all, Roy?
Oh no, Colin. Oh.
This is where my double screen setup works for me.
There we go.
Oh,
yeah.
you can see it. You can see it. Yeah.
I can. Well, I've got it on my phone at the minute. I'm just switching to my PC just so I can actually see it a little bit better. But yeah, I can see it. Yeah.
Perfect.
Sorry, we didn't know you couldn't see.
You
Sorry,
can
Roy,
share
if
screens
you're-
on
I
here,
thought
but
it was going to be showing the stream. I'm guessing it's only the camera that's set up on there.
Yeah, it must be.
let's get you open. There you go. Go full screen. There we go.
Let us know when you can see it, Roy. Guys in the chat, sound off too. We want to know your opinions, your thoughts. We love to know what the community thinks. Make sure they're all nice, please. I'm not saying anything's wrong. Jasmine, I love your display.
Right, yeah, I'm on it. Right, I can see it, yes.
There we go.
Yeah. Oh. now you can hear.
Just turn the volume down.
You can see that one, Roy. We got close up pictures here, mate. I'm gonna move up. That's one of the close ups there.
Oh, we've
Yeah,
got a red.
that's
We've got
cool.
red 5 Lego helmet. We got some 6-inch figures. I mean, yeah, this is just an awesome
look
little.
at that Star Wars Episode 1 figure. You can't
Yeah.
go wrong with it.
And is that Maul?
It actually does look like more. It's hooded.
Yeah, hooded.
Roy, is that the kind of stuff that you had back in the day in the shop?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, always.
Oh, this is the next shelf.
They definitely are. Oh, look at that. We've got a Freddy Funko as well. Love it.
Two Freddy Funkos.
They are two Freddy Funkos, yeah.
And a Geralt signed Henry Cavill.
Signed.
Yeah,
Yes.
the Geralt's nice.
Love it. It's Captain America. Those film cells are from, and the die cast. I like the little Lego Captain America next to the Funko one. This is Jasmine's as well. She has a Funko wall, nicely presented. Nice. It's almost like I'm looking at a shop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
to
feel
be
like
fair,
she's walked into someone's shop and taken these photographs.
top marks for presentation on that one, I've got to say.
Move along. We got close-ups of the lounge fly bags.
Oh,
love them.
wait, is that Roy? Do you know what comic that one is?
No, there's a bit of a lag here.
Oh, okay.
Right, no, I've got it now. I've got it. Right, no, I don't.
Isn't that 366? Yeah, it is. That's first Jason Todd as Robin.
Oh right, yeah.
Look at that.
So
Incredible.
more DC, I'm more Marvel, but yes.
Incredible shelf, Jasmine. Incredible shelf.
It is great shelf.
So that was Jasmine. So keep that in your mind, guys. Keep that in your mind. We're going to be moving on to...
I love the way that she's got it all displayed in kind of like
order.
Yeah, like IP order. She's got a Star Wars shelf, she's got a Marvel shelf, she's got a DC shelf.
You kind of got the same as me, Jasmine. I've separated my Kallax unit into like Star Wars. I've got Marvel on top. I've got a little bit of DC, but
no. Hers is better.
Oh, hers is better. Glass
good old Kallax.
The good old Kallax unit.
Right.
I've got loads of them, mate.
Who are we on to here?
We are on to Louise Derry.
Derry.
We also have more lounge fly bags.
A load of lounge flies.
I do love the detail that go into lounge fly. They're just so good.
They are brilliant. I like the Ghostbusters one.
Yeah.
The ET one in the middle. Is that
Any
ET?
more
Yeah,
detail
that is
on
ET,
that one?
isn't it?
We got any close-up pictures of this one?
No,
I don't believe so. This is a next
Funkos,
shelf. We have
Funkos.
a load of Funkos, nicely presented in the threes.
Oh, are these Disney pins?
Are these Disney pins? They look like Disney park pins. Louise, if you're in the chat.
No, that's what you call a pin collection.
That is.
That is a pin collection.
That could rival mine.
Wow, yeah.
You wouldn't want to walk around the park all day with all of them, though, would you?
You'd need a big jacket to put all them on.
And we have a
at
Mickey up top as well. We can see a little bit further.
Is that a
out.
duplicate though? Oh no, she did a zoomed in.
A zoom out one.
Oh right, okay. So Louise likes her Disney.
Huge Disney fan from Louise. We're going to save that one, so we're not moving on yet. Guys, keep Louise's shelf in your mind, please.
Who are we on to next? Is this
This is Steph's. Now, I'm going to say this right now. One of my personal favourite shelves, only because I love Winnie the Pooh. My girlfriend loves Winnie the Pooh, so I've been forced to love Winnie the Pooh, which I've come round to it. I do quite like the IP. Okay, so much so.
Do you poo? Do you poo?
The comic line, indeed.
Do you poo?
The comic line, indeed. Do you poo? Steph, I love it. I also see that you have your signed Jim Cummins pop vinyl, which we saw
At Comic-Con.
At Comic-Con, which was my personal highlight of Comic-Con. I got to meet Jim Cummins, who, if you guys didn't know, is basically the voice of everyone.
He's the voice of Hondo in Star Wars. He's the voice of
He's the
Winnie the Pooh.
Winnie the Pooh, the Royal Guard in Aladdin. He's Tigger.
Yeah, he is Tigger.
He plays Ray in the
He does
in Princess and the Frog. One of my favourite voice actors ever. So that is a lovely shelf there.
Jim
Steph.
Cummins to Disney Animation is like John Ratzenberger to Pixar.
Yeah. And of course,
Bradley Cooper signed
Steph
Rocket.
is showing off her freshly won, at the time I believe Steph sent this, a freshly won Bradley Cooper signed pop vinyl that she won off our Star-Lord draw. I like how you've incorporated Baby Groot on top.
Yep, really like that one.
Oh yeah.
Another prize, another winner.
Another winner. This
Thomas
is...
Walker with his Lego Daily Bugle.
Yeah, this is Thomas Walker's Daily Bugle.
It's just an impressive
Probably
set.
my favourite Lego set ever bought out.
That's wicked.
Yeah, it's quality. It's just, jealous. I'm jealous.
Thomas, you should get the light kit because that makes that thing pop. But I think you have to rebuild it.
Yeah, you'd have to rebuild it.
Oh, that's all part of the fun.
Yeah, the light kits are a pain in the arse.
Roy, once you built it, to think about going back to it, you're like, oh my God.
It'd probably do you a favour, though, because it'll probably get rid of a lot of the dust.
Yeah, I mean, Lego is one of the things that collects dust.
It's all right. Just phoning sick at work is fine. They won't know.
Yeah, give yourself a week.
Keep everything you see in mind.
We
guys.
move on to Lucas's shelves. This is a bit of everything right here.
I've just seen what the Thanos hand's doing.
Please don't be offended by Lucas's Thanos Infinity Gauntlet. But yeah, we got BD1. BD1. We got the Milano, the new Guardian ship, and the Nano Gauntlet is in the exact same pose as the Infinity Gauntlet.
Yeah.
So you've got the double bird on that shelf.
Yeah, that's it. You've got to,
yeah.
Everybody's heard about the bird.
The double birds. Moving on. This is the full display there, gentlemen.
What are you watching there, Lucas?
I don't think he's watching anything. I think he's playing something.
Oh, is it a game?
Yeah.
Oh, that's Hogwarts Legacy.
It is Hogwarts Legacy. It is. That's the Professor.
I thought you weren't interested in anything but Pokemon.
Oh no, I love Harry Potter. Come on, I can't not love Harry. Cannot.
Nate, that is good knowledge. That is good knowledge. Recognising the Professor there.
Oh, it's the best game I've ever played.
I mean, that's just an impressive shelf, though.
Yeah, I do like that setup.
There's just so much going on there. That's like, I'm just gonna say this. We've met Lucas a couple of times, but this just, if I'd never met Lucas before, I would look at this and go, this kid loves pop culture. Just everything. Just loves it. There's not one thing that he doesn't like.
We have some more.
Yeah,
like close up.
A little bit close up. So look at this. We've got birds. We've got some birds. We've got Hedwig.
Yeah, Hedwig. Yeah. Have we got a close one? No, we don't.
Yeah, I mean, it's just an impressive pop culture overall display, that is.
Thanks for your images, Lucas, mate.
I'm impressed.
We are going to move on now. I believe this is Paul Davis.
Yeah, this is Paul Davis.
A little bit hard to see because of the glass, but we can make out certain things there. I can definitely see something down the bottom there.
Yeah, there's that looks like a Kenner 8080.
It does look
It
like
might
a
not be
Kenner
the Kenner
8080.
one, but that there is a Kenner 8080. I know that for sure.
Paul.
Oh, yeah.
I like how he's displayed the lightsaber.
Oh yeah, that's the Vader lightsaber that Paul won, and then in the cabinet just underneath the 8080 is the signed Hayden Christensen helmet. Mythosaur skull on the wall.
Guys, anything that's taking your fancy there?
No,
The retro arcade. It's
Yeah,
going
it's the retro arcade.
This Paul's display is very retro. He's got a lot of retro
definitely.
stuff. Got all the classic GI Joe and Transformers in this one. Got some more GI Joe. We've got some Kenner stuff in the glass cabinet as well. And then is this Paul's?
This is David's.
Yeah. So yeah, that was Paul's stuff. Very retro in this one, guys. That looks like a Shep Studios Stormtrooper helmet as well, which Tom's got just here. You can see it just here. So, yeah, Shep Studios. Some nice stuff in Paul's display. And then we're on to David, I believe your brother, Nathan, yeah?
Yeah. I made a point of it because his collection is it's just massive.
Okay, so no favouritism here. You're not allowed to judge.
Look at the Luke Meerkat.
No,
yeah, that's got some nice stuff there. Oh, so we've got some mini brickheads, which Lego don't seem to do a lot of anymore, and some mini figures, little ATST. That is the Trench Run diorama.
Yep. Which one?
I've got to be honest. The best thing in there is the meerkat with the lightsaber.
Yeah, that's
when
good.
He bought
I like that.
That's wicked.
Then we're on to a mix. Is this Disney Lego?
We have
a
Genie,
bit of
Disney,
everything.
Marvel,
We've got
bit of
Dobby,
everything, yeah.
Genie, Iron Man. Are these some of these he's made himself? That Iron Man one?
Which one's that? The at the back?
Yeah, the Iron Man.
I think it's the Flash.
What the picture thing at the back?
I think it's
the picture
Flash,
at the back you're
that looks
talking
very
about,
yellow. Unless that's the original one.
No, that's Iron Man, mate.
I
Are
know
you
that's
talking about
Iron
the
Man
picture at the
Lego.
back?
The Iron Man Lego head. Is that the?
Oh, the Lego head.
Brick Sketches.
Brick Sketches.
Oh, there you go. I wouldn't have a clue. I don't do much.
And
Lego,
then
but...
more of David's collection there. Shameless plug for his Twitch user.
I knew he was going to do that.
And look, he's got the irons.
Yeah, he's got them down there. Among Us.
Yeah, he got some Among Us cuddlies, Star Wars cuddlies, Pinocchio as well, I think.
I like the lighting on that. To be fair.
Yeah. We got more lighting. I don't know what he's watching.
Oh, I know exactly what David's watching there. He's watching The Boys.
Oh
yeah. He's been watching that a lot
is Sister
recently,
Sage. No talking about The Boys. No talk. I watched it today. I'm not saying a thing, but one of the best episodes of TV I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Okay, and that is it. That is all that there is for Shelf Talk on this version of the podcast. So, just casting your memories back. Spoilers.
I've made copious notes.
Go on then. Who's your favourite, Roy?
I think for sheer impact, it's Lucas.
Lucas.
That was a massive display, and it was just its awesomeness. But running a close second was Jasmine. It was really, I know Jasmine's was first, but it was like she set the benchmark there. And it was like, right, next one. No.
Yeah.
For me, Lucas come along. But I did also shout out to Paul for that. Such a retro brilliant retro feel to that.
Yeah,
So,
it's quality.
Yeah, but if I've got to choose one, my vote goes to Lucas.
It's just an impressive display overall.
It is, yes.
Lucas with the W.
You will get the comic sent to you probably either tomorrow or Monday.
At some point, next week.
Nate, please go ahead and choose your winner.
Thank you, Roy.
Thank you,
Roy,
mate.
For your winner.
I think has to be that. No, I'm joking. No, I'm not going to be biased. The thing is, there's so many like. There's so many, isn't there? There's so many good ones, but it's like. Who was it with what you just showed there with the pinboard and the kind of Disney shelf with the Mickey at the top?
That's Louise Derry, I think.
That is Louise Derry's.
If you can find it again, where is it?
With the pinboard.
You got the pinboard. I think that's the one. Yeah.
And then you got that's Louise's, and that's Louise's
with the lounge flies,
and that's Jasmine's.
Yeah, I think it has to be Louise. And if I'm honest, with that Disney collection, it's just, and you know, it's just, yeah, it's got to be Louise.
There we go. Listen, yeah, that's your winner, man.
Louise Derry with the
W. Congratulations, Louise. That is a great win for you. Pokemon pack will be getting sent out to you sometime next week.
Remember, if you want to feature on the next Shelf Talk, send us in your photos. Send us some details. Make sure we've got your name, and you could win some free geeky prizes next time.
Commiserations to everyone else.
Thank you for everyone else sending in your photos. Sorry you didn't get chosen. We try and stay out of this. We let our guests choose a winner as to who they like, and they have chosen. The voices have spoken.
I'm just waiting for Dave to run in and start beating me up because I didn't pick him.
Roy, I want to thank you for your time this evening. Really appreciate it.
Thanks for the invite, guys. Really enjoyed it.
It's been a pleasure having you, and we are going to be doing some bits with you in the near future.
That's it, yeah. Jump over onto my channel and, you know, talk some more crap over there.
Yeah, it sounds good.
We love it.
Forward to that. And Nate, same for you, mate. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. And to you, the viewers.
Yep. Thank you so much for bearing with us on some technical difficulties, staying with us for chats. Jasmine, thank you. We really hope you did enjoy that. Thank you for sending in the pictures again.
More pictures,
yeah. Yes. I'm so sorry. I was going to include the other one, Jasmine, but you had so many ones, and with that shelf, I was like, we have to try and get the close up.
Yeah.
I loved your Star Wars corner that you had with the helmet. So don't think I haven't seen it. I did see it. I just couldn't include it because I would have had like 10 pictures of yours.
Oh, with the Captain Rex helmet.
Yes. Yeah.
And we did get some photographs sent to us, but they were just sent a little bit too late for us to set up.
But it doesn't matter because we'll add them to the next one.
Yes. Thank you so much, everyone. Really appreciate it. And look, get online. We've got some amazing comps ending next week and coming into August. So, yeah, thank you so much. And if you are going away for the summer holidays, have a lovely time. And we will see you. Well, Tom will see you next week. For a double draw.
Made me put Wally's light on, then forgot him. No, Steph.
I'm so sorry, Steph.
Steph, I told you, your Winnie the Pooh one was my winner for me. I love him.
I did. No, she sent me a photo. I forgot to send it over. She sent me a photo of the Lego Wally that she made, and then I said, "No light, or I'm not having it."
Blame him.
I'm so sorry.
Blame him.
All the abuse is coming in now. Love it. Love it. Excellent. That's when you click off the off button when the abuse starts coming in.
Steph, send him a message on the Next Win Discord. Go in on him.
No, I tell you what, Steph, I'm going to carry it over to next time.
We'll make sure that one's saved.
Wally with the light on.
Including yours, Jasmine's. We're going to make sure your Star Wars corner is saved because your Star Wars corner is lovely.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you so much.
No worries.
Roy and Nate, thank you so much for your time this evening.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
No,
thanks for having us.
And Nate, pleasure meeting you, mate.
Yeah, nice meeting you, mate. Well, I've already dropped you a sub anyway. I did that like right at the beginning, so.
Oh, brilliant! Oh, you and your multitasking. You can go off people. You can go off people, you know.
Guys, whilst we've got viewers, plug yourself quickly before we go.
Go on,
Go on,
mate.
mate. You go. Oh, I was waiting for you. I was like, go first if you want, mate.
No, go on.
All right, then. So yeah, on YouTube, NosideN8. It's quite easy to find. NosideN8. Very easy to find.
I am Geekyolhog. OL, no D.
There we go.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, guys. Everyone else, have a great
Yes.
evening. We'll hopefully see you next Thursday for the... It is next Thursday, isn't it?
Next Thursday
Next
for a
Thursday,
double draw and a double win.
There we go.
Are you doing another one?
It's just never ending, isn't it?
Oh, doing another one. Oh, all right then. I suppose so.
Right. Thanks a lot, Roy.
No, that was
Thanks
a lot of fun,
Nate.
guys.
Have a lovely evening, everyone. Thank you so much.
Cheers, guys. Bye-bye.
See you later. Good night.
See you later. Bye.
Adios.
Irons.